Good evening, children. I hope everyone are doing fine. As you all know, we have started with a new chapter, that is transportation in living organisms, isn't it? So here, chapter name is transportation in animals and plants. So basically we are studying about the circulation, isn't it? So we studied about the blood and blood vessels. So today we will be dealing with the heart and heartbeat. So that are the basic content of circulations. Okay, so here we have activity 11.1 in your textbook. So what you supposed to do is you need to place the middle and index finger of your right hand on the inner side of your left wrist. So I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so can you feel some throbbing movements? Can you see, can you feel some beats there? So why do you think there are some like throbbing kind of thing? Okay, so this throbbing we call it as pulse. Okay, and it is due to blood flowing in arteries. So have you like can you all experience that? So now you need to suppose to place your fingers on your hand, okay, that is wrist, okay, and you need to count the number of pulse beats in 1 minute. So on the stopwatch and check it for 1 minute how many beats that you can listen for, I mean feel for. Okay, so how many pulse beats could you count, children? So the number of beats per minute. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೀಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ pulse rate. So what do you call it as, children? It is pulse rate. Okay, a resting person usually has a pulse rate about 72 to 80 beats. So normal ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ರೆಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ 72 to 80 ಬೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ. Okay, and you can also find other places in your body where you can feel the pulse. So near your throat also you can feel that. Okay, and you can record your own pulse beats per minute, and you can compare with your family members. Okay, so insert the values you can obtain in the table. So I'll show you the table. So this is a way you should keep your fingers on the wrist of your hand, either left hand or right hand. Okay, so you can observe and you can feel the pulse in the wrist. Okay, so children, here is a table pulse rate. You should fill your family members' name since there is no school and you can't meet your classmates. So do it with your family members. Okay, write their name here and you should identify the pulse rate of your family members. Okay, that is your homework. And coming to veins, so in last class I have shown you where the veins will be, how it looks. Okay, veins are nothing but vessels, so which is going to carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. Okay, so here what does vein do is they collect the carbon dioxide which is rich in blood to all from all parts of the body. It collects and it gives to heart, it reaches heart. Okay, and the veins have thin walls. So these veins have thin walls. There are valves present in veins which allow blood to flow only towards the heart. Okay, so there are few valves that is present in the veins, so which is going to allow only blood, okay, which is flowing towards only the heart. Fine, so here you can see the schematic diagram of circulation. If this is the lungs, okay, you can see the shape of lungs, and you see pulmonary artery, okay, so which takes the blood, and pulmonary vein which carries carbon dioxide to the heart. Okay, and you can see the veins. So this is arrow mark where it goes from the capillaries, and this is the capillaries, and this is the artery. Okay, this is a schematic representation of circulation. So children, have you heard about blood donation camp? So you see hundreds of people die due to unavailability of blood. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಇಲ್ದಲೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, they passes away, right? So hundreds of people or more than hundreds of people, they die due to unavailability of blood. Okay, so there will be like camps will be going on by the community health centers. So what they do, so voluntary blood donation is harmless and painless and can save precious lives. Okay, so voluntary blood donation can be done by any of the individuals. They take their own initiative to donate blood for the people who are lack in blood. Okay, and it is very it is like painless, and it doesn't cause much harm to yourself when you are donating the blood. Okay, you can donate your blood. Okay, so blood can be donated at hospitals because they are going to check your blood group, and if it only matches with the person who is having deficiency of blood, then he can take. Okay, and other places authorized by the government, so only there you should go and donate. So donated blood are stored with the special care in the blood banks. Okay, it's not just they collect it and they keep it, so they need to preserve. So they're gonna preserve it with careful measures, and special care has to be taken to store the blood. Okay.